Namaste, I am Ram Shrup Joshi, lecturer mathematics, Model School Asint, present here with fifth lesson on chapter applications of derivatives. Today we are going to discuss absolute maxima and minima in a closed interval. In previous classes, we discussed local maxima and minima. Now we understand what is absolute maxima and minima. If there is a closed interval AB and a function is given by fx, there is a function f, its graph is like this. There may be points of maximum or minimum value or values in the interval AB, this interval AB. Here there is a point x equal to C where a minimum value occurs and a point x equal to D, here is a maximum value, and in closed interval at A the value of function is fa, this is fa, and here at B the extreme limit, upper limit, it is fb. In this interval we are having one maximum value and one minimum value. If we determine the maximum value of function at extreme points and existing maximum value, and if we choose greatest among them, the value of function at lower limit, at upper limit, and if there exists any maximum value or more than one maximum value, then the greatest among these values will be called absolute maxima. And if there exists minimum value other than the limits, the values of function at limits, that is called absolute minima if it is least among the values. So what will be our procedure? It will be just like we studied in previous class. First of all, we will find critical point of criticalness, say f, c and d, by taking the value of first derivative equal to 0. Then we may use first derivative test or second derivative test to find local maxima and minima, and after that we will decide the absolute maximum value or absolute minimum value. Now we proceed with an example. I am taking one question from your textbook, that is from exercise 6.5, and the question is fifth part third. We are given a function minus 4x minus 1 upon 2 x square, x square. The given function here is 4x minus 1 upon 2 x square, and we have to find absolute maximum value and minimum value in this interval, closed interval. Now first of all, we find derivative of this function. It will be derivative of 4x is 4 and minus 1 upon 2 into 2x. On simplification, we shall get 4 minus x. If f dash x equal to 0, then 4 minus x is 0 or x equal to 4. This is a critical point. Now find second derivative. Derivative of first derivative, that is 4 minus x. It is 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. And what about the value of second derivative at x equal to 4? At x equal to 4, it is minus 1 because it is independent of x. So by second derivative test, second order derivative test or second derivative test, x equal to 4 is a point of maxima. And f4 is equal to 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2 into 4 square, and it will give us 4 4 just 16 minus 1 upon 2 into 16, and this is 16 minus 8, that is equal to 8. So there exists only one critical point, and at critical point there exists a maximum value, and the maximum value is at x equal to 4, and this comes out to be 8. Now what about the absolute maxima and minima? So we find value of function at these extreme values or limits of the closed interval. F minus 2 is equal to, the value of function at minus 2 is 4 into minus 2 minus 1 upon 2 into minus 2 square, and this is 4 into 2, that is minus 8 into 1 by 2 into 4, minus 8 minus 2, that is minus 6. Also, the value of function at 9 by 2, four into 9 by 2 minus 1 by 2 into 9 by 2 square. This is, it is 9 into 2, that is 18, minus 1 upon 2 into 81 upon 4, that is 18 minus 81 by 8. 9 9 is 81 and 2 2 is 4. That is, this is, on simplification we shall get 144 minus 81, and if we subtract we will get 363 upon 8. This will be positive. Now for absolute maxima, we have to compare these three values. F4, value of function at 4, which is maximum, local maximum value. This is at lower limit, it is minus 6. And it is 7 and 7 by 8. This is at extreme point or at upper limit. Now, here F4 is greater than F9 by 2 is greater than minus 2. This is greatest among the three and this is lowest. So, absolute maxima is F4 equal to 8 at x equal to 4 and absolute minima six at x equal to minus 2. So this is the answer. Absolute maximum is 8 and absolute minimum is minus 6. Now we take a trigonometrical function sine 2x. We have to find maximum value of this function sine 2x in interval 0 to 2 pi. As usual, we will choose first of all derivative test, second derivative test. And the process is first of all find derivative of sine 2x. Sine 2x, its derivative is cos 2x and derivative of 2x with respect to x, that is 2. And it is twice cos 2x. Put the first derivative equal to 0. Then twice of cos 2x is equal to 0 or cos 2x equal to 0. We can find the critical points using this equation. Now, for what values the value of cosine angle is 0? I am not taking you to the formula. This is 0. If cos theta equal to 0, then theta is given by 2n plus 1 by 2 pi for positive values. So first point where the cos theta will be 0 is like this. I am writing it simple way, cos 2x equal to cos of pi by 2 at 90 degree. Again, if we put in that formula n equal to 1, then cos 3 pi by 2. And then cos 5 pi by 2. And then cos 7 pi by 2. And similarly here. We can write it as 2x equal to pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2 or 5 pi by 2 or 7 pi by 2, etc. Now x will be equal to pi by 4 plus 3 pi by 4 plus 5 pi by 4 plus 7 pi by 4 plus 9 by 4 pi by 4 etc. Now which of these values is lying in this interval? This is in 0 to 2 pi. Okay, 3 pi by 4 is also in this, 5 pi by 4 is also in this interval, 7 pi by 4 is also in this interval. What about 9 pi by 4? This is 2 pi plus pi by 4. So we will take only up to 7 pi by 4, this value only, in the interval 0 to 2 pi. So we will get solution of this equation cos 2x equal to 0. We can use formula also, standard formula, and we will have indefinite solutions as pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2 and so on. But the values which will solve our purpose will be only these 1, 2, 3, 4 values. So these are critical points. Pi by 4 is a critical point for this function sin 2x. Again 3 pi by 4 is a critical point. Again 5 by 4 is a critical point. And again 7 pi by 4 is a critical point. These are 4 critical points in this interval. And we have two extreme values 0 and 2 pi and also 4 critical points. So there are 6 points where the maximum or minimum value may occur, because 0 to 2 pi is our closed interval. Now find second derivative. Further, the second derivative will be derivative of this twice cos 2x. And this is 2 into the derivative of cos 2x is minus sin 2x, and that of 2x with respect to x is 2. So it will be minus 4 into sin 2x. Now we will test the value of second derivative at pi by 4, 3 pi by 4, 5 pi 4 and 7 pi by 4 to determine which are the point of maximum value and which are the points of minimum value. So here pi by 4, first of all we are taking pi by 4. Sine of 2 into pi by 4, that is minus 4 sine of the value of x is pi by 4 or at critical, this is a critical point, so pi by 2. And what is pi by 2? Sine pi by 2 is 1, minus 4 into 1, that is minus 4, negative. So it will be a point of maximum. Then next value 3 pi by 4. Minus 4 sine 3 pi by 2. Here the value of sine 3 pi by 2 will be minus 1. It will be minus 1. Minus 4 into minus 1, that is 4. So this is not a point of maximum value. Here the value of function will be minimum. Again taking next point 5 pi by 4. Minus 4 sine 2 into 5 pi by 4 equal to minus 4 into sine of 5 pi by 2. And again it will be 1. The value of sine pi by 2 is 1. I am explaining it later. Minus 4. So this will be a point of maxima. Now take next point, that is 7 pi by 4 minus 4 into sine of 2 into 7 pi by 4, that is minus 4 into sine of 7 pi by 4. This will be again negative, minus 1. So it is 4. So the values of second derivative at pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4 both are negative. It means these are the point where the maximum value exists, at 5 pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4. So local maxima. And pi by 4. Now what are the values of function at 0, 2 pi, pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4? F0 is sine 2 into 0, that is sine 0, and it is 0. Pi by 4, value of function at pi by 4, that is sine 2 into pi by 4, is sine pi by 2. It is equal to 1. Again the value of function at 5 pi by 4. This will be 1 because sine of 2 pi plus theta is sine theta, and this will be equal to sine pi by 2 again, and its value is 1. Now 2 pi. And that is 0. So the maximum value here, this is not maximum, and here it is not maximum. Maximum value is at pi by 4 and 5 pi by 4. So as a conclusion, now I am taking question number 9 from miscellaneous test exercise, in which maxima and minima is used to solve the problem. Here is a problem: a tank with rectangular base and rectangular sides open at top is to be constructed so that its depth is 2 meter and volume is 8 cubic meter. If building of tank costs so and so per square meters for base and for sides, what is the cost of least expensive tank? So we start. Let this be a tank. I am explaining it figure. This is open at top. This is the base. This is base here. Its depth is 2 meters. Say this is 2 meter. Its length is L and breadth is B, say. Its volume is is 8 cubic meters. We have to find the minimum cost to construct a tank. This is the base. Its rate for base is 70 rupees per square meter. And 4 sides, these are 4 sides, lateral part or 4 sides. Here the rate is 45 rupees per square meter. So this is all about informations given in the question. We have to construct a tank with depth 2 meters. Its base is rectangular and its sides are rectangular, open at top, and in construction the cost is 70 rupees per square meter for base, which is rectangular, and for sides it is 45 rupees per square meter. How can we solve it? Using maxima and minima, we have to find the minimum value. Here the volume is 8 cubic meters. Let the length of tank, which is rectangular, L equal to x, and breadth B, we will find it, and then depth or height 2 meters. So what is volume of this tank? Volume of a rectangular tank, base and sides rectangular, it will be a cuboid, in the form of cuboid. Its volume is L into B into H or D cubic meters, cubic units. So V is 8 here, we have found L as x meter, we have to determine B and depth is 2. So B will be 8 into 8 by 2x, that is 4 by x meters. So the tank is with side length x, breadth 4 by x meter, and depth is given 2. So what is the cost? We must first find the cost function, the construction cost. C is, this is a base, rectangular base, and its area will be L into B. And 4 sides, if length and breadth of base is L and B and height is D or depth is D, then it will be 2 into L plus B into D. The lateral part, lateral area of this cuboid will be 2 into L plus B into D, or the area of 4 walls. This will be the area. Now For construction of this, the rate is 70 rupees, and for this it is 45. So we are finding the cost function here. The base is L into B. Here length is X, 70 rupees, plus the 4 volts is 2 into L plus B into D to 45 rupees. This is the cost. So the cost function will L, that is X, B, that is 4 by X into 70 rupees, and then 2 into X plus 4 by X, and D is 2 meters here into 45. So on simplification we shall get X cancels X, 7 4 is 28, that is 280 rupees, plus 2 into 2, 4 into 45, 90 into 2, that is 180 X plus 4 by X. On further simplification, 280 plus 180X or plus 720 by X. Now find first derivative, C dash. C prime. This is cost function in rupees. Derivative of 280 is 0. 180x is 180. The derivative of x is 1. I am writing directly. And 720 is constant. And derivative of 1 by x, that is derivative of x raised to power minus 1, is minus 1 into x raised to power minus 2. And this will be 180 minus 720 by x square, or taking common 1 minus 4 by x square. As usual, put here the value of C prime, the value of first derivative equal to 0, and find critical points. Or the points where maxima or minima can occur or will present. If C dash equal to 0, then 180 into 1 minus 4 by x square equal to 0. This will give us 1 minus 4 by x square equal to 0, and 4 by x square equal to 1, x square equal to 4. This will give us an answer, x equal to plus minus square root of 4 will be plus minus 2. But we will use only positive value because the length of a tank can't be negative. So here admissible value for x is 2 only, plus 2 into 2 is a critical point. Only critical point, it is a single critical point. Now we find whether it is a point of minima or maxima. So find second derivative. D by dx of this 180 minus 720 by x square, and this will give us the derivative of 180 is 0 minus 720, and this is x raised to power minus 2. So derivative of this will be minus 2 into x raised to power minus 3. it will be simply minus 2 upon x cube. If we take x raised to power minus 3 in denominator, its sign will be changed. So minus into minus plus 144 and 0, that is for 1440 upon x cube. And what is the value of this second derivative at x equal to 2? The value of second derivative at x equal to 2 is greater than 0. It means it is positive, and it is a condition of existing minima. So x equal to 2 is a point of minimum value. And we can find the minimum cost by substituting x equal to 2 in the cost function. So here cost function is Cx equal to 280 plus 180x plus 720 divided by x. Now put here 280 as it is because it does not contain x. 180 into 2 plus 720 upon 2. 280, 360 plus 360. And on addition we will get 1000. And the cost function is in rupees. So answer is the minimum cost or the least expensive tank we can prepare in 1000 rupees. See here, first of all, find a cost function using the geometry or the theory of mensuration for cuboid. Then find first derivative, put it 0. We found two values, x equal to 2 and minus 2. Minus 2 is not admissible here because it is irrelevant. The side can't be negative. So we have taken only x equal to 2 for consideration. We have tested the value of second derivative at x equal to 2. It is positive and it is indication of a minima there. So at x equal to 2, the cost will be minimum and the minimum value is 1000. Thank you.